How a tiny worm's brain could transform artificial intelligence. Human beings have achieved extraordinary things. We have walked on the moon, explored the deepest parts of our oceans, and sent machines beyond the edge of our solar system. Yet, when it comes to artificial intelligence, the systems we rely on today are massive, energy-hungry, and increasingly complex. They require enormous amounts of data. They run on giant server farms, and they consume staggering amounts of electricity. So here's a simple but powerful question. Does artificial intelligence really need to be this big? What if the future of AI doesn't lie in larger machines, but in something incredibly small? Believe it or not, one of the most promising ideas in modern AI research began with a creature barely visible to the naked eye, a tiny worm. The worm is called Caenorhabditis elegans. It is about 1 millimeter long. It lives quietly in soil and has no eyes, no ears, and no complex organs. But it does have something extraordinary. A brain made of just 302 neurons. What makes Caenorhabditis elegans special is not just how small its brain is, but the fact that scientists have mapped its entire nervous system, neuron by neuron. Every connection, every signal pathway, fully understood. This makes it the most completely studied brain of any living organism. And that's exactly why it caught the attention of AI researchers. From biology to artificial intelligence. Dr. Ramin Hassani, co-founder and CEO of Liquid AI, wanted to understand intelligence at its most fundamental level. When he looked at the human brain, he faced a major problem. We simply don't have complete, usable data. But when he looked at Caenorhabditis elegans, everything was there. Instead of copying the worm's brain neuron by neuron, Hassani and his team focused on something deeper. They asked, what makes this tiny brain so efficient? How can it adapt so well to its environment? And how does it process information with so little hardware? The answer led to a new concept in AI: liquid neural networks. What are liquid neural networks? Most artificial intelligence systems today use traditional neural networks. These networks are trained once and then frozen. After training, their internal connections do not change. If the environment changes, the model struggles. If new data appears, the system must often be retrained from scratch. Liquid neural networks work differently. They remain adaptive during operation. Their internal structure continues to change while they are running, just like biological brains. This means they don't just react to the world, they adjust to it. Why adaptability matters. Imagine a self-driving car. A traditional AI model might perform perfectly in clear weather, but when heavy rain, fog, or unexpected road conditions appear, its performance can degrade. A liquid neural network, on the other hand, can adapt in real time. It doesn't need to stop and retrain. It doesn't need cloud assistance. It changes as it thinks. This ability makes liquid networks especially powerful for real-world environments, where conditions are unpredictable and constantly changing. A brain-like way of thinking. Another key difference lies in how information flows. Traditional neural networks process information in a fixed, one-directional way. Liquid neural networks allow signals to move forward and backward, influencing one another continuously. This creates a system that is dynamic, flexible, and probabilistic. Give the same input twice, and you may not get exactly the same output, just like a living brain. Overcoming early challenges. Early versions of liquid neural networks had a major drawback. They were slow. The equations governing their behavior were complex and computationally expensive. But in 2022, Hassani and his collaborators introduced an approximation method that dramatically improved performance. The result? Liquid neural networks that are fast, efficient, and biologically inspired without sacrificing practicality. Smaller, greener, smarter AI. One of the most exciting advantages of liquid AI is its size. These models can be thousands of times smaller than today's large language models. Yet, for specific tasks, such as robotics, control systems, and sensor processing, they can match or even outperform much larger systems. This has enormous implications. Smaller models means less computing power, lower energy consumption, and reduced environmental impact. And, perhaps most importantly, AI that can run directly on devices. AI at the edge. Instead of relying on cloud servers, liquid neural networks can operate on smartphones, wearable devices, smart glasses, and autonomous machines. This approach is known as edge AI. It reduces latency, it improves reliability, and it protects user privacy. Your data stays on your device, not on a distant server. Privacy and trust in the AI era. As AI becomes more deeply integrated into daily life, privacy is becoming a critical concern. Liquid AI offers a potential solution. By processing data locally, users gain greater control over their information. This could reshape how we think about trust, security, and personal data in the age of intelligent machines. Limitations to keep in mind. Liquid neural networks are not a replacement for all AI systems. They excel at time series data, information that changes over time, such as video streams, sensor inputs, and movement data. They are not designed to replace massive models used for large-scale scientific discovery or general-purpose language generation. For now, those tasks still require enormous computational resources. The bigger picture. What liquid neural networks represent is not competition, but evolution. A shift away from brute force intelligence towards efficiency, adaptability, and biological inspiration. They challenge the assumption that intelligence must be large, expensive, and centralized. Instead, they suggest something radical. Smaller systems can be smarter if they are designed the right way. Conclusion: from soil to silicon. It's astonishing to think that the future of artificial intelligence may have begun underground, with a tiny worm quietly navigating its environment using just 302 neurons. Yet that simple brain may hold the key to more efficient AI, more sustainable technology, and machines that learn the way living beings do. In the end, the path forward for artificial intelligence may not be about building bigger minds, but about learning from the smallest ones.